This is the Char-Broil Performance Series Convective 2-burner cabinet propane gas stainless steel grill. Right out of the box, what caught my eye was its compact, modern look with stainless steel and black accents. It's honestly a nice step up from a lot of small grills I've used over the years, thanks to that combo of style and function. The cabinet-style body keeps things looking tidy, especially if you want something sleek and don't have loads of space on your patio or balcony. From my experience, the compact shape makes it easy to fit into tighter spots without ever feeling too cramped while cooking. When I first put this grill together, I admit I had some questions about assembly. The instructions were straightforward, but it did take me roughly an hour to get every part fitted and double-checked. If you don't have a lot of experience with putting things together, I'd recommend setting aside some time and maybe asking for a hand just to make it smoother. All the main panels and burners felt sturdy as I worked, and once assembled, the grill felt solid and didn't wobble. Let's talk about the key features. This grill runs on propane, which means you'll need a standard 20-pound tank, not included. I find propane grills convenient because they heat up fast, and that's definitely true with this Char-Broil. The grill reaches cooking temperature quickly and has a total BTU rating of 24,000, which is more than enough for burgers, chicken, or a batch of kebabs. Even after using it dozens of times, it still gets up to temp without much effort on my part. There's a temperature gauge built into the lid, so it's easy for me to keep an eye on how hot things are inside. This was great for me as I hate guessing and ending up with overcooked or cold food. The cooking area is 300 square inches for the primary cooking space, plus an extra warming rack of about 100 square inches. To put that in real terms, it's perfect for grilling for a family of 4 to 6 or up to 16 burgers if you really load it up. I've managed everything from steak to skewers to veggies, and there's enough space to keep things from getting too crowded. The upper warming rack is also really useful for toasting buns or keeping cooked food warm without drying it out. For anyone new to grilling, a warming rack is a secondary level inside the grill that lets you keep food at a lower, slower heat while you finish cooking the main batch underneath. The burners are what really make the difference when I'm grilling. Having 2 separate burners gives me more control over the heat. I can ramp up one side for searing steaks and keep the other side a little cooler for veggies or corn. Each burner has its own control knob, and they're actually LED, which looks cool and also helps at night if you're grilling after sunset. Sometimes I grill dinners late in the summer, so the extra light is a small but smart detail. From my experience, both burners fire up easily. The electronic ignition system usually works on the first try. Just turn the knob, press the button, and you hear the satisfying click. However, there have been rare occasions when the igniter needed a couple of clicks. Nothing major, and I've never once needed to pull out a lighter. Cooking performance is solid. What I noticed right away is how evenly the heat is distributed, thanks in part to the design of the burners and the porcelain-coated cast iron grates. If you're not familiar, cast iron grates hold on to heat better than regular steel, which helps create those classic grill marks and stops temperature swings. The porcelain coating helps prevent rust and also makes cleaning easier. I use a brush after every session, and it keeps the grates in nice shape without much work. For me, nothing's more frustrating than uneven cooking, so I was glad to see burgers and steaks coming out juicy and cooked side to side every time. One underrated detail is the grease management. There's a grease tray down below that slides out smoothly for cleaning. I like that I can use a disposable aluminum liner in the tray to catch the drippings. After grilling, I just toss the liner and the tray itself rarely needs more than a rinse. If you've owned grills before, you know how messy some of them can get, but this setup keeps things tidy. I don't have to worry about flare-ups since the drippings are managed away from the burners, which is safer and makes cleanup so much simpler. On the sides, there are 2 roomy prep shelves. These get used constantly in my grilling routine. I park my serving plates, sauces, and tools right there instead of making trips back and forth. When I'm done and want to put a cover over the grill, the shelves actually fold down to save even more space. The overall weight is around 82 pounds. There are wheels under the cabinet, so I can roll the grill around my patio without strain. The wheels have locks, which matter if, like me, your grill sometimes ends up on a slight slope. Durability is important to me too. I've put this grill through rain and heat, and the stainless steel parts hold up impressively well. It still looks good, shines up easily, and doesn't show much wear apart from the expected smudges and some buildup on the inside after heavy use. In my opinion, the Char-Broil brand has done well on materials, especially considering the price range. The grates have resisted rust even after a full year outside, which is honestly more than I expected. For warranty, you get 5 years on the burners, 2 years on the firebox, and 1 year on all other parts, which gives me some peace of mind. From my experience, this Char-Broil grill is perfect for new grillers, families, or just about anyone who wants real grilling results without going overboard on size or price. Sometimes I wish there was just a bit more space for tackling big racks of ribs, but for most home grilling, it's more than enough. You could easily cook burgers, brats, chicken, steaks, seafood, veggies, and still have space to toast buns on the rack above. A couple of practical notes. The lid thermometer goes up to 650 degrees, which is way hotter than I've ever needed. The real temperatures are more in the 350 to 500 range for normal grilling. If you're searing, you'll love how fast the grill gets hot. I do notice some normal wear and tear inside the firebox after a few months, but nothing that affects cooking. Cleaning is quick. The grates lift right out, and the inside doesn't take more than 10 minutes to scrub down every couple weeks. About assembly, I'm not the most tool-savvy person, so taking about an hour to put everything together was pretty reasonable for me. The nuts and bolts are standard. The manual makes sense, and once you're finished, it definitely feels solid and ready to last. Don't rush it. Take your time and line everything up for the best results. In conclusion, the Char-Broil Performance Series Convective 2-burner cabinet propane gas stainless steel grill has become the reliable centerpiece of my outdoor cooking. The size fits my needs without being bulky. It's easy to move, heats up fast, and gives me all the control I need for great barbecue, whether I'm cooking for just myself or for friends and family. If you're looking for an affordable, smart-looking grill for your backyard, patio, or balcony, this one is absolutely worth considering. I'd recommend this for anyone who wants to jump into grilling with confidence and put out some genuinely tasty food. Check the comments of this video for a link to see the current pricing of the Char-Broil Performance Series Convective 2-burner cabinet propane gas stainless steel grill. Thank you for watching.